All right, let's dive right in. Today, we are taking a close look at Haemonetics Corporation. You'll see it under the ticker HAE. This medical tech company just had an absolutely wild day on the market, and we're going to unpack exactly what's going on behind those numbers. So let's get to it. Wow, just look at that number. This is what's got everyone talking. Haemonetics Corporation shot up over 33% in a single day. You just don't see a surge like this very often, and it immediately brings up a huge question. Is this incredible jump the beginning of a real sustainable climb, or is it more of a flash in the pan that could fizzle out just as fast as it started? That's really the big question we're digging into today. We're going to look at the evidence for both sides of the argument. Okay, so let's start with the case for the bulls. What's making everyone so optimistic? We'll check out the technical indicators that suggest Haemonetics Corporation might have a lot more gas in the tank. And on the surface, the picture looks incredibly bullish. The signals here are, well, they're about as clear as it gets. Haemonetics Corporation has a technical score of 75 out of 100. That's really strong. But what's even more telling is the rune up indicator. It's sitting at a perfect 100. Think of this thing as a trend strength meter. And right now, it's screaming that this uptrend is not only powerful, but it's consistent. Now, digging a little deeper, we see a couple of key momentum indicators. The RSI and the CCI are in what's called extreme overbought territory. Now, I know overbought can sound kind of negative, right? But in the short term, all it really means is that there's a stampede of buyers rushing in. It's a sign of some absolutely incredible buying pressure. And this slide right here, this shows you the very foundation of the current rally. These simple moving averages, they're acting like a safety net for the stock price. With the 5, 10, and 20-day averages all lined up neatly below the current price, it creates this really solid support structure that gives buyers a whole lot of confidence. So everything's looking great, right? A powerful trend, huge momentum, solid support. What's not to love? Well, that's not quite the whole story. Let's pull back the curtain and look at some of the warning signs that are hiding just beneath the surface. And here it is. This is the big conflict. While the price of Haemonetics Corporation is going to the moon, a really important indicator called on-balance volume, or OBV for short, is actually negative. Simply put, OBV tracks the money flowing in and out of a stock. And right now, it's suggesting that more money is flowing out than in, even as the price is skyrocketing. That, my friends, is a major red flag. This disconnect is what traders call a volume trap. It's a situation where the price jump looks amazing, but it doesn't have the support of strong, widespread buying. Rallies like this can be really fragile, and they're at a much higher risk of a sudden, sharp reversal. Here's another piece of the puzzle. There's a statistical model called linear regression, and what it does is calculate a stock's fair value based on its past performance. Right now, that model puts Haemonetics Corporation's fair value at around $50. But with the current price over $67, the stock is trading more than 35% above that level. This suggests the price might have gotten way ahead of itself. So all of this creates a classic tug of war, right? You've got this red-hot momentum on one side and some pretty troubling underlying signals on the other. So where does Haemonetics Corporation go from here? Well, the analysis points to 3 main possible scenarios. Let's break these down. First up, the bullish scenario. Pure momentum wins out and the buying frenzy just keeps going, pushing the price up toward that key resistance at 71.32. Then you have the bearish scenario. The volume trap finally springs, sellers jump in, and the price falls back toward that key support level at 60.40. And then there's the neutral path, where the market just kind of takes a breath. The stock goes sideways for a bit, digesting this huge move. Okay, so with all that in mind, what should you actually be watching? Let's boil it all down to the key numbers that are likely going to decide which of these scenarios plays out for Haemonetics Corporation. So here's your cheat sheet for Haemonetics Corporation. The key battle lines are drawn at the resistance level of $71.32 and the support level of $60.40. A break of either of those could signal the next big move. And of course, don't forget that core conflict, powerful momentum fighting against weak money flow. Oh, and also notice the price is trading outside its upper Bollinger Band. That's another little technical sign that the stock might be due for a cool down. This quote from the analysis really just says it all, doesn't it? Without some serious confirming buying volume coming in, the immediate upside for Haemonetics Corporation feels limited. And at the same time, because the stock is so overbought, the risk of a sharp pullback is definitely elevated. And that really brings us to the final big question. In this classic market battle for Haemonetics Corporation, A battle between incredible, powerful momentum and some pretty weak underlying signals. Which side is going to win? That's the question on every investor's mind right now.